Hello Libra, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to another reading. Let's see the overall energy for your reading for today. So you do have let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Okay, we'll see why you're getting this card and how it resonates with your reading for today. But we are going to focus on you first, and then we'll jump over to your human. Just keep in mind the roles can be reversed. Also keep in mind time is fluid, so this could either currently be happening or may be happening at a later date. Okay. So we do have the Six of Cups. We also have the Ace of Swords. And then we also have the Nine of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the King of Swords. And then we also have the Temperance card. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the... We have the King of Pentacles. We got the Queen of Pentacles. We also have the Ace of Cups to the Moon to the Seven of Swords. Okay, so I feel like you were dealing with this Queen of Pentacles at some point. It kind of looks like you're currently not dealing with them as of right now. There could even be a lack of communication here between you and this Queen, but I do feel like you're thinking about them excessively. Like, that's one thing that I will say. I do feel like you're thinking about this Queen of Pentacles excessively, and, you know, what you once upon a time had with this person. With the Six of Cups, for some of you, you might have, like, pictures of the two of you still saved on your phone. I'm also kind of getting that random download, but we're just going to roll with it, right? But yeah, it kind of looks like, Libra, you kind of did something on your end to self-sabotage things here between you and this Queen of Pentacles. With the Moon to the Seven of Swords, that to me kind of screams secrets. Yeah, it kind of screams secrets to me. So you could very well be keeping secrets here from this Queen of Pentacles when you were with them. You could have, you know, I just feel like you did something on your end, dude, to self-sabotage things here between you and this person. It does kind of feel like you were keeping secrets from this person, and they could have caught you possibly red-handed doing something that you shouldn't have been doing, to be completely honest. But there is like an overall energy of you feeling pulled, right, towards this connection all over again. So we'll see what happens here between you and this Queen of Pentacles. But I do feel like this Queen of Pentacles, when they were with you, they were very committed and devoted to you. Very, very committed and devoted to you. Very committed and devoted to you. That's one thing that I will say. Okay, let's keep going. How does this person currently view this relationship? Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We also have the Death card. And then we also have the Queen of Wands. I feel like you really did change this person. I'm just trying to figure out, did you change them for the better, or did you change them for the worse? Because I feel like this entire experience that they had with you, it really did change them. It really did change them. To go from the Queen of Pentacles to the Queen of Wands, I gotta be honest, I feel like their experience with you kind of changed them for the worse, in a sense where they find it extremely hard to take people seriously nowadays. Okay? They do. They find it extremely hard to take people seriously nowadays. They also kind of find it extremely hard to trust people nowadays. But I feel like that has a lot to do with, you know, their experience with you. I mean, to go from a Queen of Pentacles to a Queen of Wands, I don't feel like it's a good sign, to be completely honest. I don't. I really, really don't. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Yep. Yeah, I feel like you really did drastically change this person. Like I said, in a sense where they find it really hard to trust people nowadays. You know, things like that. The only positive thing that I see coming out of this entire situation is that it is causing this person to focus more so on themselves and their overall stability. But that's about it. You know, this person could have decided to go back to school to further their education to get a better job, because I'm also kind of getting that for some. So yes, I see the good that's coming out of this entire situation. I do. But I also see the bad. that's coming out of this entire situation because of their involvement / experience with you. Their experience with you, it has forced them to really focus more so on themselves and their career and their business if they have one. But it also has changed this person in a way where they don't necessarily feel like dedicating and or devoting themselves to another person is a good idea. Okay, and it has a lot to do with the fact that their involvement with you did kind of backfire in their face because of whatever it is that you did on your end. Okay. All right, let's keep going. How does this person currently feel? Ooh, we have the Empress. We also have the Chariot, and then we also have the 9 of Cups, and then we have the 9 of Pentacles. Before I say anything, I gotta look at your overall energy. How does Libra currently feel? Okay, so we do have the 8 of Wands for you. We also have the Hierophant for you, and then we also have the 10 of Pentacles for you. Yeah, there will come a point in time where you will extend yourself to this person all over again. And it has a lot to do with the fact that despite the fact, right, that things more than likely came to an end here between you and this person, your feelings continue to remain the same for this person. You know, this is somebody that you still see yourself having a future with. This is somebody that you still see yourself getting married to. And I do feel like you're going to communicate all of that to this person. Believe it or not, I'm kind of shocked my damn self. Believe it or not, I feel like this person's going to respond very well to this communication that they're receiving from you. I mean, despite whatever happened here between you and this person, I do see them receiving this communication from you very, very well. In other words, I don't see this person getting pissed off or upset or anything like that. Which is really, really nice to see. Now, by the way, you guys are showing up as a true pair to one another. We do have the Empress, and then we also have the Emperor. The person that sits in the Chariot is the Emperor, making it a true pair situation. But I do see you guys coming back together. Now, does that mean that you guys are going to end up in a relationship with one another all over again? We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. But I don't necessarily feel like they're going to be mad to like hear from you or anything like that. I'm not getting that at all. I'm not getting that at all. But I do see the two of you coming back together and reconnecting with one another at some point. I do. I definitely do. I do see that happening. Yeah. But as far as getting back together is concerned, I don't know. That I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I do feel like they're going to be happy to hear from you. I do feel like this person's going to be happy to see you and reconnect with you all over again. But, dude, as far as like being in a relationship is concerned all over again, it's kind of hard to tell right now, but we'll see. What actions will Libra take towards this person or moving forward? We do have the Fool. We also have the Star, and then we also have the Page of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the 3 of Cups. So I don't feel like you guys are going to automatically jump back into a relationship with one another, especially with this overall energy that just came out here for you. I don't see you guys jumping back into a committed relationship with one another right away. Of course, that could very well change over time. But I just kind of see you for the most part moving forward, just going with the flow here and seeing what could possibly happen here between you and this person at a later date. In other words, I don't see you forcing yourself. I'm sorry, not forcing yourself. I don't see you forcing, this relationship to get back to the way it used to be between the two of you. You're just allowing things to flow here between you and them. You're kind of harnessing this mentality of whatever happens, happens. And we get back together, great. If we don't, that's fine too. I do feel like you want to get back together with this person. I definitely do. I do. I feel like you want to get back with them, but I don't feel like you're going to force that to happen. I don't feel like you're going to force that to happen. I do feel like you're going to communicate to this person, how you feel about them and things like that. But I don't necessarily feel like you're going to force this relationship to get back to, the way it used to be. If it gets back to that point, then it does. If it doesn't, it is what it is. What actions? We have Justice for them. We also have the 6 of Swords for them. And then we also have the 7 of Cups for them. You know what's interesting? is that I feel like this person's going to find themselves questioning themselves just a little bit. Like, this is kind of like an overall energy of like, what the hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing here? What the hell am I doing? It's like they're second guessing themselves when it comes down to letting you back into their life all over again, which I kind of thought that was kind of interesting myself, because it kind of looks like you lied or did something that you shouldn't have done, Libra, on your end. So the fact that this person is like, you know, receiving you the way that they're receiving you, it kind of threw me off just a little bit. But I feel like eventually it's gonna hit them, and they're gonna sit there and, you know, find themselves questioning themselves just a little bit. Like, what are you doing here? Why did you let them back in? Did you forget what they did? What's going on? You know, it does have that feel to it. Okay. We have the Star, we have the Sun, and then we also have the Ten of Wands. Okay. Wow, look at this. We have the King of Wands with the Two of Cups to the Ace of Pentacles to the Ten of Cups. This person showed up as a Queen of Wands. True pair situation here between you and this person. You know, I always say this, okay, about the King and the Queen of Wands. These two individuals right here have a very difficult time staying away from one another. A very difficult time. I always say this about these two. These two always have a very difficult time staying away from one another. They do. Hence why I kind of feel like all of this is happening all over again between you and this person, as far as like the two of you coming back together is concerned. Because the King and the Queen of Wands, man, these two humans right here, they're known for being extremely crazy about one another, okay? Yeah, basically. But I'm gonna be honest, Libra, I feel like this Queen's gonna find themselves second guessing themselves just a little bit when it comes down to them letting you back into their life all over again. Like, they're gonna find themselves like questioning, like, why the hell am I here? Why do I keep letting them back in? I don't understand. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it does kind of have that feel, but it has a lot to do with the fact that, let's just be real, you have a lot that this person is looking for within a person. And they themselves know that finding someone like you all over again, or someone even close to you, it's going to be very hard. It's going to be very hard, and they know that. So I kind of feel like that's part of the reason why they're letting you back in, is because you do just so happen to have a lot that this person's looking for within a man or a woman. And they kind of know that to find someone like you all over again, or to find the connection, right, that they once upon a time had with you all over again within someone else, it's going to be very hard. It's going to be very, very hard to find. And I kind of feel like the both of you kind of know that a little too well, right? Because you yourself know it's going to be very hard to find a connection like this all over again. It is. It is. It is. And you guys both know that. Hence why you guys have a very difficult time staying away from one another. Okay. Yeah. Because of what you did, let's go back to what you did, okay? Because of whatever it is that you did on your end, because you clearly did something on your end, Libra, it still weighs heavily in the back of this person's mind, to the point where it's going to cause this person to feel like they could very well be making a mistake by letting you back in, because there is no telling, right, if you're going to turn around and lie to them again. There is no telling if you're going to turn around and cheat on them again. There is no telling, you know, that that's not going to happen again. And that's something that they're definitely thinking about, and that's something that they're definitely going to find themselves taking into consideration when it comes down to whether or not they should continue to proceed forward within this dynamic that they share with you. I understand, you know, you have a lot that this person's looking for within a person. I also understand that the relationship that they had with you, it's something that still means a great deal to them, to the point where they kind of know that they're not going to really find what they once upon a time had with you elsewhere. I get all of that, but at the same exact time, they haven't forgotten about what you did. They haven't forgotten about what you did. Let's see what's going to end up happening here between you and this person, okay? Because I just feel like this person's going down this rabbit hole of like, why the hell am I here? Why did I let them back into my life? And, You know, like, remember they did this to you. Why the hell are you talking to them right now? Like, it does have that feel. But what's going to end up happening here between Libra and this human? Okay. Okay. I gotta be honest. I feel like you want, okay, what you want is to get back with them. Are you gonna force that to happen? Probably not, okay? Probably not. But if it's one thing that I will say is this, okay? As far as like them wanting to be in a relationship with you all over again, I don't know, Libra. I don't know, dude. I don't know. They're a little bit indecisive when it comes down to that. Like, don't get me wrong. There is a part of this person that does want to be in a relationship with you all over again, but there's a part of this person that's just like, but I haven't forgotten what they did to me. And what if they do it again? You know what I mean? Like, that's just kind of where they're going to find themselves at. Yeah. What about Libra? What can you tell me about Libra? We have the King of Wands, we got the Five of Wands, and then we also have the Eight of Swords, and then we have the King of Pentacles. All right, so here's the thing. Libra, you want to get back with them. That's, at this point, very fucking crystal clear, right? That you want to get back with them. But see, the thing is that they're going to find themselves in this overall energy of like, I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, I want to, but I don't know. I don't trust you, right? I do see you trying your hardest to prove yourself to them. Because, listen, let's be honest. They're going to hold whatever it is that you did over your head. They're just going to do it. And I feel like you kind of know that. I feel like you kind of know that they're going to hold whatever it is that you did over your head. They're just gonna do it, right? And I do see you in this overall energy of like trying to like prove yourself to this person. But I kind of feel like no matter how hard you try to prove to this person that you've quote unquote changed, they're still gonna hold over whatever it is that you did in the past over your head, to the point where you're gonna basically feel like you can't even fucking redeem yourself at this point. You can't redeem yourself, you know, because they're basically kind of looking at you like, well, you're the bad guy. You're the bad guy. You're the bad guy, Libra. You're the bad guy. I didn't forget what you did, Libra. You're still the bad guy. Yes, I understand you changed this, that, and the third about you. I appreciate that, but you're still the bad guy, Libra. You're still the bad guy. So, okay. This entire situation does kind of require this queen to find it in their heart to forgive you. And that's the thing, is that I don't feel like they've found it in their heart to forgive you for whatever it is that you did, because they're clearly still carrying it around with them. And that's naturally going to affect this relationship between the two of you, because they will hold whatever it is that you did in the past over your head without a shadow of a doubt. They're going to do it, and they're going to remind you of it too. They're going to remind you of it too, okay? To the point where you're going to feel like, fuck, I can't even redeem myself in this entire situation. I can't even redeem myself. Let's see. Let's pull some advice, Libra, for you to see what you should do. Let's see. All right. What should Libra do? Okay. All right. So we do have the, well, listen, Tarot does kind of have a point here. Tarot does kind of have a point. It was, technically speaking, your choice to resurface back up here for you, knowing what it is that you did on your end, and knowing that more than likely they would basically hold this over your head. So it's basically insinuating that, Libra, the fact that this person's going to find themselves holding whatever it is that you did over your head, you know, it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. All right. It's bound to happen. But it is basically insinuating that in time, this is something that the both of you can be able to overcome together as a team. But I do kind of feel like tarot does kind of have a point, because you were kind of sitting in this overall energy of feeling really angry and really frustrated with this individual, because here you are trying to prove yourself, right, to this person. Here you are trying to show this person that, you know, you're changing and that you're the good guy now, and, you know, all of these things. But you can't really blame this person for reacting the way that they're reacting here towards this entire situation here between you and them, because, you know, technically speaking, you did cause this person to feel like they can't trust you, right, based off of whatever it is that you did. So with that being said, I kind of feel like Tarot's basically insinuating that, hey, Libra, you kind of knew what you were getting yourself into the moment you decided to contact them. The moment that you decided to try to work things out here between you and them, you kind of knew what you were getting yourself into. You kind of knew that they would do this to you. It's basically insinuating that. So it's kind of also kind of saying, don't sit here and complain either, because technically speaking, the reason why you guys are back on speaking terms is because you initiated all of this. And you kind of knew at the same exact time what would eventually happen, right? If you were to go down that route and open that door back up. So it's basically saying like, hey, like, you could have avoided all of this by just staying away and not talking to them, but you decided to contact them. You decided to resurface back up here for them, knowing that this is not going to be a walk in the park here. You kind of knew that this wouldn't be a walk in the park here. So, yeah, I feel like Tarot does kind of have a point. Tarot does kind of have a point here, you know? Like, you didn't have to go down this route. You chose to go down this route. And the fact that you're getting frustrated because they don't trust you, the fact that you're getting frustrated because you feel like you can't redeem yourself in this entire situation, you kind of knew that would happen. But then again, it's basically insinuating that you put yourself in that predicament, because it doesn't look like they were the ones to resurface back up here for you and contact you. It kind of looks like it was the other way around. So it's just basically saying, hey, this is not going to be in a walk, you know, this is not going to be a walk in the park. It's also insinuating that you chose to go down this route. So because you chose to go down this route, this is what comes with it. Now, are you going to be, you know, feeling frustrated and angry and upset with this person because, you know, they're going to cause you to feel like you can't redeem yourself? Absolutely, you're going to find yourself feeling that way, but you're not going to find yourself feeling that way forever. It's just going to take some time. Try to see things from their perspective. How would you feel if they did you the way that you did them? You know what I mean? Like, would you just welcome them back into your life with open arms? Would you just automatically trust them all over again? You probably wouldn't. You know what I mean? But yeah, basically. All right. Any advice for this feminine energy? Okay. Tune. All right. In regards to the overall advice for this feminine energy, if this feminine energy does truly want to be happy all over again here between you and them, they have to leave the past in the past. Because at the end of the day, you, Libra, cannot go back into time and change absolutely anything. You can't. So they can hold this thing that you did over your head for freaking years if they want to. They could do that if they want to. But at the end of the day, they're never going to truly be happy with you doing that. They're never going to be truly happy with you doing that. They're just not. Because they're going to constantly find themselves reminding themselves of what you did. And they're going to find themselves being very miserable within this relationship, because they're going to constantly find themselves reminding themselves of what you did and how badly it hurt and things like that. This person, if they truly want to be happy with you all over again, they need to just accept whatever happened here between you and them, and also accept the fact that you cannot go back into time and change a damn thing. You can't. I'm pretty sure if you could go back into time and change what you did, you would do it in a heartbeat. But truth of the matter is that you can't. You can't do that. And that's something that this feminine energy needs to understand and realize, that the only thing that you can do right now is what you're currently doing, right? Or what you're going to find yourself doing, is trying to show this person that you are a changed man or a changed woman, right? Because that's the only thing that, you know, you can control is literally the now. You can't control what you did, but what you can control is the now. And I feel like that's what you're trying to get this one over here to understand, but it's like they're not understanding it, mainly because they're still hurt, dude. Like, they're still hurt over what you did. So you gotta also kind of understand that too. They're still hurt over what you did. They haven't forgotten about what you did. But I feel like, again, if you guys do decide to make this relationship or marriage work, it's gonna take some time before this relationship gets back on track. But it does kind of require you to be extremely understanding when it comes down to why this person doesn't trust you. Because had the shoe been on the other foot, let's just be real, Libra, you wouldn't really welcome this person back into your life with open arms, nor would you trust them entirely. So then there's that. And this feminine energy needs to understand you cannot go back into time and change a damn thing. You just can't. You can't. I'm pretty sure if you could, you would, but the thing is that you can't. So they need to understand that you cannot go back into time and change anything. What they need to be looking at is the man that you're trying to be now by their side, or the woman that you're trying to be now by their side, and not hold whatever this thing is that you did in the past over your head. Because not only is it going to cause a lot of fights and arguments between you and this person, but it's also going to cause the both of you to be extremely miserable with one another, to the point where you guys are going to find yourself questioning, like, what the fuck am I doing here? You know what I mean? So there is a possibility that this relationship can get back on track. It just kind of requires you to be extremely understanding, but it also kind of requires them to realize that you can't go back into time and change a damn thing. You just can't. You just can't. The only thing that you can do is focus on the now and move forward and hope for better days, basically. I think that there's an opportunity that you guys can be happy with one another, but it requires this Empress, or this feminine energy, let's just say the feminine energy, it requires this feminine energy to realize a few things and accept a few things, but it also causes, you know, you to change a lot of things about yourself, okay? So yeah, that's what I have, Libra. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. Also too, for those of you who want to follow me on Instagram, the link is in the description box down below. Good luck to the both of you. Also too, you know what? I was just randomly thinking, you know, therapy might be a good option for you guys, you know? It just might be a really good option for the both of you guys. Maybe you guys need a little bit of a mediator to really help you guys get this relationship back on track all over again. Because I do see the two of you attempting to do it all by yourselves, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I do kind of feel like if worse comes to worse, I highly recommend that you guys go to therapy. So that way you guys have, you know, a mediator to really help the two of you get this relationship and or marriage back on track all over again. All right. So that's what I have for you, Libra. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. Good luck to the both of you, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.